This
Right.
meeting is being recorded.
Woo! Hello, hello, hello. Oh, welcome in. Take a nice deep breath. Wake up. Wake up. That's right. Wake up. Hello, hello, hello. Yay! We are here today on this Saturday session, the Weekly Wise with Wendy, your host with the most terrific tension taming tips. Yay! Oh, so tell me, is stress wrecking your success? Do you wake up tired after a night of tossing and turning, or even after a full night's sleep? You just have to, you have to pound a bunch of coffee to even at the end feel alive, or do you just enjoy it like I do? I wake up refreshed, and then I drink water, delicious, refreshing, filtered water that also often has some lemon in it that is supercharges my system. Ooh, fuel and flush those cells. Movement helps with that too. That's right. Start moving before I even get out of bed. Before all that, I super snuggles with Mr. Max. It's delightful. Delightful. It's a delightful way to start your day. Yes, snuggles with a loved one. My previous pup was one of those that would like push you out of the bed and hug the bed and then steal your pillows if you got up to go to the bathroom. But Max doesn't do that. He kind of keeps in his own little cave, which has the trail of toys leading to the door. Good stuff. Good times, boy. The joy boy. It's my grounding pad here, so when I step off of my soulmate, I've got my grounding pads down below. All right, let's begin. Giving it a few minutes for people to kind of wander in, say hello in the chat, even if you're joining on a replay, although I may edit out this beginning part for some of the broadcasts. We're here. Welcome to Saturday's session, the Weekly Wise with Wendy. Let's arrive. Let's tune in with the 3 keys we use to reset anywhere, anytime that we practice daily on the Taming Your Tension Today episodes. Are you ready? Do you know them? Are you new to it all? Well, it's pretty simple. Just 3. About as simple as they can be. Breathe, smile, and enjoy. That's right. Breathing actually refreshes and renews, stimulates the circulation, helps new oxygen come in to feed the cells, releases waste. Elimination is important in many, many different ways. Smiling resets your state. Physiologically, it releases feel-good hormones and endorphins when that beautiful smile graces your face, even if it's forced. Once driving the bus, I had to do it like 9 times. It was actually painful to make myself smile. And I kept at it. And once I finally did it, I actually did feel better because, hey, I had accomplished that. A win of actually getting it done and not crying. You can't cry when you're driving a paratransit passenger bus. It's a big safety hazard. But I finally got myself to smile. And the other benefit of driving a paratransit bus is there's clear evidence everywhere that your life could be worse than you think it is. Got to break through that muck in your mind. A wonderful way to do that is with key number 3, generate joy. That's right. You are an energy factory. You generate it. You pump it up. You don't just sit around and wait for the motivational moment to hit. Oh, my motivation shot, my willpower shot. Generate it. You have the power. Make it so. Engage. I know. There can be only one. How many more metaphors? It is Saturday movie music on Capital Public Radio. That coffee is so good. If I don't take sips, it's going to be cold and it won't be so good and delightful anymore. And it's the joy, that the process. I make it with a French press. It's a delightful ritual. blooming it and brewing it to that ideal flavor. It's a medium roast that is organic, certified fair trade. It's by a company called Kicking Horse Coffee, and it's called Smartass. That's right, that's me. Yes, people used to replace the last 3 letters of my name so that it was no longer Wise Man. Can you guess? Can you guess? All right, let's do those 3 keys again. Breathe, smile, and enjoy. Now, the enjoy part can be as simple as just thinking of something that brings you joy, something you're looking forward to. Anticipation is powerful, powerful, good stuff, right? It's like, oh, I'm so excited to go on this trip or to speak on stage or to see my grandkid or to see my lover, or whatever it is, climb that mountain, whatever it is. For me, I can always tap into Max's face when I come home from being gone. It's that, so happy to see you, that effervescent love, that yay excitement. I can think of that anywhere, anytime, and it lifts me up. It lights that fire. It sparks joy in my heart anytime. I can also think of being in the mountains, the fresh, cool air, the smell, the scent of the evergreens, the pine needles, maybe the crunch of the snow under my snowshoes. Oh, gotta get back on the snowshoes this year. This is a few years. Years go by fast, don't they? Yeah. How long have you been intending to take action for your health, to get healthier, to get fit, to take better care of yourself, to do more self-care? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for, huh? You're not getting any younger. You're not getting any healthier. You're not getting in better shape by sitting there wanting to do it, thinking about it, wishing well is deep. The wishing well is deep, and it can get stagnant down there, can't it? It can. I know, I've been there. I was falling apart in my 40s, literally falling apart in my 40s. I'm younger now than I was in my 30s and 40s in every way except that chronological age number of years. Yeah, maybe my skin too, but it comes with the territory. I am happier and healthier and fit on so many levels in ways that I was not in my 30s. And you can turn it around too. It doesn't have to be complicated. Healthy doesn't have to be complicated. I know it's overwhelming. There's so many options out there and so much conflicting information. And even our doctors, our trusted guides for medical advice, can steer us wrong. They're great with disease care, with fixing things that have gone wrong. But when it comes to that holistic, functional well-being, they're missing a few things because they've been so focused on the disease care and the repair of trauma and the isolated parts and reacting to things that have happened instead of true prevention or setting the stage for success lifelong. That intricate mixology that you have to adjust a little bit for the seasons of life that we move through. The changes, we're ever changing, ever changing. There's growing pains from day one until the end, until you take the long dirt nap. There's going to be growing pains in physical being, growing pains in emotional, mental, relational, social, financial, you name it, career. Hobby, passion project, whatever you learn, there's always that transitional point. I got to stop going back and forward. The focus gets screwed up, huh? I gotta learn how to work this a little bit better. To be able to move without the camera getting all like, well, I don't know what you're doing, Wendy. I know. You're not alone, camera. I even wonder sometimes. Did you see that? I just used those 3 keys to reset. It can be that simple. All you got to do is practice. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. And that's why I distilled this overwhelming course I had with all these lessons and modules and information, as if we don't have enough everywhere on Google and YouTube. And, there's tons of eye candy, informative eye candy even on Instagram and TikTok. But there's just so much that it's easy to just be adrift in the sea of I don't know what to do and how to know what's right for you. So we end up trying on this person's workout or this person's diet or this person had success doing that, but it doesn't work for you because you're not them. Have you ever worn somebody else's shoes? You can feel. I remember I wore one of my girlfriend's Doc Martens in New York City back in the 90s, and you could feel the different imprints of the toes and inside and the different shape of the foot. And it just doesn't fit the same, right? Somebody else's clothes might look on you, but they're not you, they're not yours. So the diets and the exercise and all of the standard protocols. Here's your corrective exercise protocol that PTs or people will just give to every body without the unique individual adjustments required because every one of us is a snowflake, completely different with different requirements every day. Every moment we kind of melt down and reform, essentially. We're this incredible ecosystem. We're an ecosystem of billions of cells, this myofascial, landscape in which our little bioelectric being resides. So I've boiled it down to 3 simple steps. You'll notice that 3 is a W. Three, it's magic. You can read all about it. The Holy Trinity. There's deep knowledge and information all over the place about the power of 3. So it's not just me. 3 is the magic number. Don't you know 3 is the magic number? Make it fun. Have fun. Have more fun in life, even when life isn't so great. My life is pretty scary right now in some ways. So don't be fooled. This is about being happier, healthier humans. Notice the could be ERR because we all err. We're erroneous often. But there's no happy humans. Even today's daily action from Action for Happiness says, be a realistic optimist. See life as it is, but focus on the good. Brendan Burchard talks about honor the struggle, but bring the joy. You're the joy factor, generate that energy. But acknowledge that it's hard, that you go through shit sometimes. I mean, if Viktor Frankl did it in the Holocaust camps, if Nelson Mandela did it in the prison for all that time, you think we could do it in our poor little privileged lives? It's hard, I know. Even the Dalai Lama admits, the automatic negative thoughts flow. We're human. They come and they go. The trick is to let them go, to not get hung up. Right? So now you may have noticed I talked about 3 key things in this little wonderful rambling entry into our Saturday session here, where I'm talking about simple health hack. Simple health hack. Noticing. Yes, noticing. These 3 foundational elements: move, meal, and mind. Exercise is great for pumping up that heart, that cardiovascular, and building your strength, endurance, or physical mass. It's good for boosting your health, but it's not necessary. Movement, however, is required for life. And unfortunately, in this diet exercise focus, we tend to think that going and doing this 15, 20, 30-minute workout daily or once or twice or 3 times a week is enough. And then sit for 16 hours like a lump on a log. And then say, oh, sitting is smoking. Sitting is not the new smoking. It's this stagnation, lack of movement. Cultures for centuries, forever, have been sitting for hours and hours and hours a day on the earth, balancing their energy with the earth energy. Let me step on my ground. And sitting with a lot of flexion in the ankles and the knees and the hips and the spine, supple spines as they change position frequently over time, whereas we just sit or stand, barely breathing, barely moving, and then blame our body for breaking down. It's just my age. I'm just getting older. My knees are shot. It's my bad back, my sciatica. I'm just, the doctor says I'm just getting older and got arthritis. And yeah, it's tough, but it's all downhill for now. No, cut the crap. You can choose to be the stagnant poison puddle, or you can choose to be the fresh bubbling spring. It's up to you, and it's a choice. No matter the limitations you're facing, you may not have a limb. You may not be able to move parts of your body, maybe bedbound. There is still movement within you that you can do. There are still choices you can make in how you're showing up, no matter what's going on in your life, no matter how horrible it is. It's up to you. And I'm here to help you install this software into your being instead of depending on exterior things like gyms and workouts and meal planning and all of this stuff. Just train yourself to automatically make the wise choices, no matter where you are, no matter what you're going through. To cut the crap, to move more, to meal real, eat real food, and to mind well. Watch those automatic negative thoughts go. Or thank them for trying to protect you and send them on their way without engaging and indulging their drama. Because you don't need it. It's not necessary. Right? Now, these concepts are great. But just like learning to ride a bike or learning to swim, you can't learn it in a book or from watching a video. You have to practice. You have to start installing the software into your operating system. You have to train yourself to function in these new ways. And once you do, you have effortless health, effortless energy. It's like, who doesn't want that, right? But everybody wants it now without doing the work. Think about it. How good would it feel to not have to worry about getting to the gym, to not have to worry about the meal planning, or if I have enough calories, or if the macros and the micros are right? How good would it feel to just automatically have that self-care and your boundaries and your mindfulness practice and your gratitude and your joy generation built into how you move through life? Well, you can do that. It's pretty simple. And I am here as a guide, not only with 30 years professional skill and experience, also with the personal experience of deteriorating, falling apart, and pulling myself up out of the muck to blossom again as this glorious lotus, brilliant being here to guide so many others and saying, yay, victory! I did it again. I got up. I got out of that shit. And I am moving through, breaking through to a better you. That's all you gotta do. It's not easy. Life is the ultimate adventure, right? People talk about it as a marathon. I prefer adventures. More fun, right? There's ups and downs, highs and lows. You might get attacked by mosquitoes. You might get stuck in quicksand. You might find a beautiful meadow with the most incredible flowers you've ever seen. It's pleasant, and it's highly unpleasant. It's a journey that you move through. And while you're in the shit, it's not always so nice. It's not always so pleasant. Once you get through, you can see the lesson. Sometimes it's important to have someone to share that with. Sometimes it's important to have that helping hand to pull you up out of the mud. John pulled me out of some of my mind crap yesterday. John Myers of Break Free Island. Look for that. Look for more links and information on joining that site if you're not already. one of us. Another school connection, Sarah Hankins, helps people with the mind fuckery, and she's helped me immensely in wrangling this entrepreneurial journey. As good as I am at helping people with their healthy habits and their movement choices, I'm still very, very in that intellectual, physical realm and have my struggles with the emotional, and sometimes limiting beliefs. Every one of us single humans out there has our limiting beliefs that we could use some help breaking through. Even therapists go see therapists, right? So I am here to help you do that. And the starting point is that simple health hack, the 3 keys to reset anywhere, anytime, because it's all about noticing, right? Noticing how you're moving through the things you do. How are you? How are you being in what you're doing? Do you know? Are you even aware? Are you just scrolling to there? Yeah. Go ahead and check yourself. Wiggle your shoulders and your neck a little bit, your spine, create some, not big, that's a good way to hurt yourself. Is, so many of my clients ask me to move, they're like, when I'm like, oh, you and your brain couldn't even register what just happened. Slow down. It allows the body to go, oh, I can only move the shoulder that much today. Well, let's see, how is it if I do another round, nice and slow? Oh, these are the edges. It helps the body discover the edges and then expand those edges. Juicy movement, tiny little micro movements. They're feedback systems for your brain, and they're disrupting that stress and tension accumulation. Tension, stress, and pain are required for life, folks. It's the way we accumulate them, think about them, and address or don't address them that is wreaking havoc in our daily living. Right? My clients come and they're like, this is where I hold all my stress. Just get it out, fix it, dig it out, make it go away. And I'm like, well, how about this? Stop holding it. Start doing little shrugs. We go throughout the day, right, Max? He's here to show that everything's better if you play more every day, right? Yeah. Dynamic stretching movements like that instead of yanking on already irritated tissues and wishing it would go away, fix it, make it stop. The difference in, oh, how does it feel if I do this? Does the body feel better if I try this? Oh, a little curiosity, exploration. It's a completely different approach. So I'm here to help you kind of flip the lens or shift the angle of the prism that you're looking for, or turn the kaleidoscope, whatever metaphor you want. I'm full of them. Hang around. I've got all kinds of witty wordiness for you. And I'm here to help you do that. This program built around the Wise Life Formula, which you can find in the old Wise Choices course. Again, so many modules, so many lessons, so much information. Well, I've condensed it down, crystallized it, make it much more easily absorbed and integrated. In case you don't know, WISE stands for Wellness, Integration, Solution, Essentials. The basics, folks. You got to set the foundations before you springboard off into those fancy fitness fads or that guru gimmicky, gadget or whatever. The special diets that may or may not be right for you. The fasting protocols, things, that people jump into. Some people jumped into keto just so they could eat cheese all the time. Some people do intermittent fasting because they didn't like breakfast ever anyhow. And it's the way that you go about these things that wreaks havoc on your health. Many billion-dollar fitness gurus came out about how they looked great, looked like they had it all together, and they were killing themselves from the inside out. Looks can be deceiving, and you really must have that balancing of the foundations going on at all times, the move, the meal, the mind, to have those foundations. Without one, you're off kilter, like, the leg of the stool sinks in the sand, boom, off you go. Right? So it's dynamic. Balance is a myth, it's got to be dynamic at all times. There's micro adjustments, right? even in the perceived balance. Again, lots about perception going on here. So the wise life formula, let me have another sip of this delicious coffee before it gets colder and changes. Mm. Mm. Yeah, that was probably the last that's on the transitional point there. What are you drinking this morning or this evening or this afternoon or wherever you're watching this? Drop it in the chat, whatever platform you're on, whatever, say replay. Let me know where you're coming from. Say hello. I love to connect with viewers, clients, connections, people that just kind of drift through and go, oh, hey, what's this about? Look at that person. What's she doing? Isn't it she? I don't know. What's going on? Yay! Life is so much fun. Who knows? Don't fear what's different or strange. Get curious. Maybe keep your distance. Be smart. Be wise. Which brings me right back to the wise life formula. If you've seen before the Venn diagram, let me see if I can pull it up without too much trouble. It's the formula is the M3, the foundations I've been talking about, plus the A3, the pillar phases, which are a tension phase where we get set, we ignite the fire, right? And then the activation phase where we get going, take action, we accelerate a little bit, and then the adaptation phase where we keep going and we navigate and prepare for obstacles, detours, delays, you know, all of those things that life puts in our way. Let's see if I can make this presentation here. Share it. Oh, I lost my Zoom. Where'd my Zoom go? Please hold. Please hold. Green buttons. See, they're very nice to make it green, I think. There we go. Just share the screen and then share this screen. Nice and big. Here's the, there we go. There it is. The Y3x3 vitality. Your formula for fun-loving freedom. Yay! M3 foundations, moving mind, phases, attention, activation, adaptation. The results, happier, healthier humans. We, that's we, choosing to be happier and healthier come what may. Day by day, this is me. I'm Wendy S. Wiseman. I'm Wiseman Integrative, based in Folsom, California, serving the world online through these little devices and things. And in the coming years, I'll be traveling worldwide, speaking about the books I'm writing, and teaching in person. I love doing retreats and trainings in person, in real life, get-togethers, actually connecting with the energy in the room. Zoom conveys a little bit, replays a little bit less than the lives, but in person, in real life, there's nothing. As automated and AI and robotic as so many things get, there's still nothing like that human connection. So there's the Venn diagram. There's the formula. But what does it mean, Wendy? Really, what does it mean? Basically, in the attention phase, we take that awareness that, yeah, a healthy living thing, doc says I should eat, right, exercise, yeah, but what if this says this, that says, well, we take that and we direct it in attention, right? Take aim. If you're going to hit a target, if you're going to reach a destination, you've got to, clear your sights. You've got to focus, and you've got to know what you're aiming. You got to be able to see it. Directing your attention, like, oh, there's the door. Okay, I'm aware there's the door there. My attention says, okay, it's like I could just pull it and walk through it, right? And then you activate that. That's the next phase. So the first phase, attention, we're breaking the stress cycle, the tension patterns. We're setting the stage for success, looking at where you are now, where you want to go, setting those baseline assessments and integrating some tracking protocols so that you can see your progress when you feel like you're not getting anywhere, because we do that, don't we? I don't feel like it, but look, I'll be like, oh, I can't do, and then I think about how it was before when I couldn't do so So it's all shifting that perspective, that prism, that viewpoint, right? The grass is always greener until you look at the dry dirt. Yeah. So you can always choose to shift your perspective to level up. But if you don't activate, if you don't take action, you're not going to get anywhere, right? So you can direct your attention. That's like the learning and the knowledge phase of a lot of this, or the reading about riding a bicycle or reading about swimming. But until you take action, until you jump in the water, until you discover what it's like to be balancing on two wheels, you're never going to know, right? Same with operating whatever kind of device you're on. It was overwhelming at first. It was weird. It was unknown territory. You had to just do it and work your way through it. And then now you might not even have to think about it, a lot of it, right? So it's that activation into action phase. And what we do here in the program, the WISE Revitalize program, the Mastery Path, we set personalized path programming. PATH stands for preparation, action, training, and habit. See, we want to instill these habits, these routines that we no longer have to think about, right? How many of you have been driving? Have you ever been driving and just kind of then realized you don't even remember anything that just happened because you were lost in your thinking patterns and you were on autopilot, right? Go ahead and drop a me or a yes or a wave, an emoji or something, a GIF if you can identify with that. Yeah. Most of us know that feeling. And that's what we want to do with these health living practices, right? So you don't have to be derailed or thrown off track by a vacation or a holiday or a life event in the family or, a tray of donuts in the break room or a buffet wherever you are. Whatever your weakness is, we want to set the stage for success and then instill this new way of being as a part of you. So I do personalized path programming in one-to-one sessions weekly, 12 weeks, at least 12 weeks. We just little quick start teasers of a month-long trials, kind of paid trials, but it's really 12 weeks to get going. They say it takes 21 days to form a habit. Well, it takes 21 days to start the habit. For it to actually become lasting, it takes a lot longer, 66, maybe 6 months, maybe 9 months, maybe 2 years. It all depends. There's a lot going on in the mixology of our living, our lives, right? So there's personalized path programming, and that may involve some of the 21-day pain relief solution maintenance programs for neck pain or back pain or knee pain or shoulder pain or foot pain or whatever pain. I am an advanced neuromuscular myofascial therapist, which is part of what sets me apart from the sea of life coaches, health coaches, mindset coaches. At the end of the day, all of us are mindset coaches, no matter what the focus is, right? It's like all of the medical practitioners. Some are surgeons, some are general practitioners, some are nurse practitioners, some are podiatrists. It's like there's a sea of different kind of focuses and talents. All the chiropractors are different, right? This one does a lot of woo-woo things. This one just does your atlanto-occipital, meeting. Others do just the snap, crackle, and pop, and that's it. Send you on your way. Keep you in the loop of coming back every week. Everybody's different. Drink water. So personalized path programming. This isn't just a standard one-size-fits-all protocol, because those don't work for lasting change. You've tried it, right? A lot of you are probably think, I've tried everything. Well, I get a lot of people, look, the results they've been looking for so long. Finally, after they say they've tried everything. But there's a lot out there to try, so trust me, you haven't tried everything. It just seems that way because you've been seeking these relief results for so long, and it gets so frustrating and overwhelming. And it's like, oh, why? And then there's all the like quick fix, glimmer marketing that makes you think it should be easy, and you just have to buy this. You just have to take this pill for the rest of your life. Yeah, you just have to buy the subscription forever. Come get these shots every 6 months. Or change your habits, do the hard work of really reprogramming yourself. And, that's not easy, and it's often not fun. I know, because I'm doing it. I'm doing the work too, folks, right? We're all on this journey, each of us going through life on our individual, independent trials and tribulations and experiences, and it's great to come together and share them. So, along with the program, there is a community support, sharing the elite crew that's going through the program with you, each with individual one-to-one coaching sessions and access to text chat with me during office hours, 24-hour turnaround. So there's a lot of support in it with your personalized programming. Yes, and a whole bunch of guides and resources and workbooks and things to prepare you. Now, the third phase is adaptation, because as I've talked about, life throws us these curveballs, this grand adventure of ups and downs and turnarounds, detours, delays, obstacles in the way. So we want to set the resilience. We want to keep going. We want to not get derailed. Not just start this and get really excited and then 3 months later, it's like, yeah, I lost interest. It didn't really work. Or 3 years later, and it didn't really work, even though you've been doing it. No, we want results that last. We're on a mission to create that effortless health, that abundant energy, that active, independent longevity. We don't want to be decrepit and depressed and deteriorating. We want to live, share, and grow as happier, healthier humans. Woo! Feels good, doesn't it? So we've got to adapt. We've got to prepare for that resilience. We have to restore that resilience. So restore resilience phase is the adaptation phase. And we look at rest, recovery, sleep, and self-care. We look at that overcoming obstacles, if-then statements, and how to prepare for the inevitable trials and tribulations, challenges, obstacles. The universe will present us these challenges to see if we're ready to grow, to level up. So be prepared. Yeah. And then, of course, we also explore gratitude. Gratitude is the attitude, appreciation, joy, exploration, and play every day. It's so important. And it's something, I'm not talking about playing games on your phone. No, it's this attitude, this energy, play that helps us be more resilient. It's how animals learn and grow and move, and little humans too. Play is key to moving through with resilience. The good news is we're incredibly adaptable beings. Bad news is that's a double-edged sword. We adapt to how we're using our vehicles, our body, being. So are you adapting to being over a desk and a device? I work with people who are desk warriors all week long on the Zoom, the device, tap, tap, tap. I work with a bunch of people who work at Intel. Their computer shuts down to force breaks on them, and most of them get on some other device and don't take any downtime at all. So their systems are like a little tense, most of them, instead of actually taking that break. Take those breaks to sit outside, to go outside, to look outside, to think about outside if you can't get outside. Get yourself a grounding pad like I have here, earthing. But these desk warriors that do this, and then they go out and ride the bicycle all weekend. And look at how my upper body is not changing, and my neck is a little bit, it's like, so knowing how the movement that you're using, how is your body adapting to the signals you're giving it for how you want to move through life. And that's what I'm going to help open up the Pandora's box of, because the body shuts down signals. We create these guarding patterns and and your system thinks it's protecting you. We're wired for survival. And there's these mixed signals and signals that get turned off. And it's all about unwinding everything. And movement is the key. Movement and the mindset and the meal, because you've got to have real food that is actually fueling you instead of just filling you up, right? With nutrients that are designed to help your system thrive. Yes. Real food for the real you breakthrough. So what do you think? Does this sound like something that you would really enjoy exploring for a little bit? Let's hop on a call. Let's hop on a call. I'll get you a quick win, some quick tips. You're gonna hop on a call. Everybody that joins the pain-free community, most of you are already members because this is where the workshop debuts every week before I put it out on other channels. Everyone that joins gets a Wise Win one-to-one call with me for a quick relief reset session where we get to know one another, and you can ask any questions about navigating school or what's going on with you in your life, and I help you have some quick relief reset key that you can use beyond the three. Let's revisit those, shall we? What were they? It wasn't too complicated, was it? Breathe, smile, and enjoy. There you go. Enrollment is open. I'm accepting the first 10. There's only 10 seats available at any time for the Elite 12-month mentorship for Wise Resilience Mastery. That's right. If you are ready, then let's hop on a deeper dive call and talk about if it's the right program for you, because it's not right for everybody at every time. It might be right for you next year, not now. But we won't know until we have a conversation. So let's hop on a call. What do you say? There you go. Calendly.com/taming your tension. I'll put the links on wherever you're watching this from, but there you have it. So if you wake up tired and drained, if your energy wanes or is drained all day long, if body aches are holding you back from doing the things you love, if your knees are your excuse for not enjoying life, if you just feel like stress is stealing or stolen your happiness, and it's time to take action, hop on a call with me. It's up to you. It's your choice how you move through. So choose to be a happier, healthier human. Choose to make it a great day, no matter what you're going through. Choose to live life the wise way. And I'll see you soon.